MMR vaccine and autism link debunked. Again, a study of over 600,000 Danish children reports no link has been found between MMR and an increased autism risk, even in children with other risk factors for ASD. Strikingly, in a subgroup of girls, the MMR vaccine was associated with reduced ASD risk.
This post received a score of 5,632, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I still think we are going to see idiots claiming vaccines causes autism for another few decades. Some people are too stubborn and stupid.
I've said that it's stupid and his fears of vaccination and autism links has no basis, and that there's not a single one scientific article that states otherwise. I said it's stupid article and he should seek peer-reviewed scientific papers. To which I was replied that it doesn't matter and it has to be some papers stating otherwise. To think that in the age of mid-20s someone can have such ideas gives me shivers.
Even though they typically leverage somewhat reasonable beliefs in institutional corruption and unexamined dogma, they are often engaged in both of those to make their own snake oil sales. Secondly, that besides the explicit research linked in the op, there are people with far more to lose than naturopaths. They do not just agree with but inform currently accepted scientific theories. Natural medicine practitioners do not use any such methodology, hiding behind claims of knowledge suppression while not releasing their own studies for criticism and replication.
Greater than the remedy to propaganda is education and critical thinking skills. The remedy to propaganda is propaganda. If teaching entire populations critical thinking skills is possible at all, then I would argue that 1, we don't know how to do it, and 2, it would probably take way too long. I don't understand why I've never seen any pro-vaccine propaganda. This should be much more prevalent than it is.
Have you been to a pediatrician? Their walls and their conversations are very clear on where they stand on vaccines.
It doesn't matter how many times you debunk, the entire basis of anti-vax nonsense is a general distrust in medical science. Anti-vaxxers will just handwave this as big pharma propaganda or some other nonsense.
Generally, there are 3 options when people disagree with something: tolerance, negotiation, or violent conflict. Anti-vaxxers pose a public health risk and cannot be tolerated. Nobody really knows how they can be persuaded to abandon their path or reach an acceptable compromise. That leaves only the last option. I recommend forcibly vaccinating their children under threat of jail time.
I mean, lots of schools are requiring vaccinations these days. At least, the college that I went to required all students to have up-to-date shots.
Just wanted to say a big fuck you to Andrew Wakefield.
A lie can make it halfway around the world, even after the truth has put its shoes on, done the legwork 100x over, and the lie has been exposed as the most ridiculously absurd bollocks on the planet. Andrew Wakefield deserves perpetually ill-fitting shoes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.